In recent years, it has looked more and more likely we could see the end of B&M. B&M has been talked about a lot in recent years, which it's sadly because of the B&M rattle, which if you do not know, B&M has been known for years for its coasters being reliable and smooth, but back in 2024, when Iron Menace opened, it had an extremely bad rattle. This rattle was not only found in Iron Menace, but also other B&M coasters that opened the same year, because they also opened Penguin Trek at SeaWorld Orlando, and later in the same year, they opened Phoenix Riding, which also had a rattle. People started to call the rattle the B&M rattle. Everyone was confused why B&M went from making extremely smooth roller coasters to very rattly roller coasters. People hoped that it was a 1 year thing, but the next year, B&M was planned to open three new coasters, being Rapterra, the replacement of Volcano at King's Dominion, Rafa Rakshasa at Six Flags Great America, which would be the new steepest B&M dive coaster in the world, and the Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge, which would be the park's 50th anniversary coaster. Rapterra was the first to open, and it did not have as bad of a rattle, but it also had a rattle, especially on its launch. It felt and looked like the train was wiggling up and down, which gave it the feel of a rattle or bumpiness. A few months later, the Big Bad Wolf opened, and it was a lot better than Phoenix Rising. Days later, Rakshasa opened, and it seemed more and more like the B&M Rattle was coming to an end, because Rakshasa was the smoothest, most least rattle on any of B&M's coasters since Iron Menace, the prior year. This year, B&M was planned to open three coasters, with one of them in China that has not started construction, but two in the US have finished construction and one has already been opened at Six Flags San Antonio, being Barracuda Strike. And when it opened, people said the rattle was worse than last year. Not as bad as 2024, when Iron Menace first opened and Penguin Trek. The next coaster, which will be opening in the US by B&M, is the tallest roller coaster B&M has made since Fury 325, being Tormenta Rampaging Run, which is the first dive coaster they have made, and it could have a bad rattle since Barracuda Strike has one and is a lot bigger of a coaster, which it seems that the bigger the coaster is, the worse it rattled. And if Tormenta Rampage and Run does have a rattle, it could mean the end of B&M. If Tormenta rattles, it will most likely cause Six Flags and other parks to want to get coasters from other companies that still make smooth roller coasters, such as Vekoma or Intamin, because people would rather ride a smooth roller coaster again than a rough one that rattles. We have already seen this happening because since 2024, when the rattle first began, we have not seen a single park other than Enchanted Park or Six Flags Park get a new B&M other than Happy Valley Shanghai, which will be getting a surf coaster this year. And if the B&M Rattle is on Tormenta, it will most likely shy customers of B&M from getting massive new additions from them unless if they can get rid of the B&M Rattle from any future coasters. This could also stop Six Flags from getting them because their massive new coaster Tormenta has a rattle, which nobody likes a rattle, which could shy them away. And if Enchanted Parks stops getting coasters, then B&M will also lose their other major customer, causing them to lose their two major customers. And this will make it very rare to see three new B&M coasters, which is what we've seen the past few years. It will make it even rare to just see two new B&M coasters in a year. Hopefully B&M fixed the problems with the rattle before they made Tormenta, but it would be extremely surprising because Barracuda Strike, which just opened this year, has the rattle. And if it does have the rattle, hopefully it is the smoothest coaster B&M has made since Iron Menace, which would be extremely good, causing them to not scare away any future customers and make B&M go back to the amazing manufacturer that they used to be with their huge smooth roller coasters. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.